Hi everyone. Today we're going to be doing a nice full class. So this is going to be longer and we're going to try and hit every muscle of the body while also having a little bit of fun and exploring our breath and our movement today. You won't need anything for this flow, maybe just a pillow for your knees if they're feeling a bit sensitive, and maybe a towel if you feel like you're gonna sweat a little bit. But in this colder weather, let's get our energy moving and let's get started. All right, let's get started at the center of your mat. You're going to widen your toes out wider than your hips and just bend your knees, reaching forward. Inhale. Make sure your knees are over your ankles. Exhale, raise up using your glutes and your quads to pull upwards towards that beautiful warm sun. Exhale and squat. Inhale, raise. 2 more at your own pace. Last one. Now we're going to stay in your sumo squat, your goddess pose, reaching your hands out to the sides and just gently teeter over to the right and then the left. Use your core to sit tall. Warming up the energy and the muscles in our legs. Come back to center, straighten out your knees. Inhale, raise your hands, point your toes forward and begin to fold. Slowly lowering until you can hang your head, maybe hanging your arms as well. And just rock from side to side. Bend your knees slightly and roll up to stand. Come to the top of your mat. Inhale, raise your hands high. And exhale, begin to fold. Look forward, bend your knees as much as you need to touch the ground. And then you're going to step or jump into your plank position. Hinge forward, coming onto your tippy toes and backwards. Point your fingertips out slightly to save your wrists a bit of unpleasant sensation. Forward and back. So we're just inviting some mobility into your wrists right now. Engage your core. Last one. Now hinge your hips up into the sky, downward facing dog. Reach your right toes high. Inhale. Exhale, bend your right knee. And you're going to draw a couple of circles forward towards the inside of your inner thigh. And the opposite way. Tuck your knee into your nose, step forward, high lunge. Raise your hands high. Maybe take hold of opposite elbows and just tilt to your right and to your left. Exploring your balance today. Reach forward with your heart and your hands backwards, and then sweep your hands forward and sweep them back. Engage your core, pull your right hip back, left hip forward, forward and back. Last, forward, all your weight into your right foot, perhaps coming into your warrior 3. Just for a moment, inhale, exhale, bend your right knee, bend your left knee, guide yourself onto your left. It's okay if you had to come back into your high lunge first to get to this position. We're gonna go into your low lunge now. Inhale, raise your hands up and into the sun, twist over into your right side, just for a moment. Right hip back, left hip forward. back to center. Come onto your left shin and then your right, hands on the ground. Roll your spine in a circle. Opposite way. Really bring your head and your neck into these rotations as well. Settle your spine and your neck. Tuck your toes under. Downward facing dog. Pressing into your heels. Maybe switching the weight and the pressure on each foot so you can feel a nice stretch in your calves. And then raise your left toes up and into the sky, reaching for the sun to feel its warmth. Bend your left knee and you're going to draw 3 circles inward and then 3 circles outward. Last one. Bring your knee in towards your nose. Step forward, high lunge. Raise tall here. Beautiful. Tilt over to your left and your right, once again tempting your balance. Reach your hands forward. Hinge forward, torso coming over your left thigh. Pull your left hip back, right hip forward. Reach your fingertips back towards your right foot and forward. And sweep them back like your fingertips are just gliding along the surface of the water. One last. Reach forward, all your weight maybe into your left foot. Engage your core. Warrior 3 for a brief moment. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, bend your right, coming into a low lunge. Left hip back, right hip forward. Maybe holding on to opposite elbows and just twisting into your left side. Engage your core here. Trying to stay tall in your low lunge and not just kind of dumping all of your weight into your right thigh. Back to center, onto your right shin. Bring your left as well. And you're just gonna reach your right foot out beside you. Inhale, raise your hands. Exhale, tilt over to your right. No weight in your right palm. You're using your core to hold you here. Engage your core, slowly rise up. Bring your left hand onto the ground, raise your right toes. Reaching your right hand for your right toes, and then away. And reach. And away. One last reach. And away, lower your right toes, and really create an arch in your right side here. Relax your shoulders. Release them from being pulled up towards your ears. And slowly engage your core, twist, and pivot on your left knee into your tabletop position. You're going to pull your belly button in as the center of your spine pulls up towards the clouds. Tuck your chin in. And reach forward, look forward with your nose. Tuck your chin in. Look forward. Last time, tuck your chin in. Look forward. Bend your left knee, pull it in towards center. And then step it out in front of you, low lunge, pivot onto your right knee into our side stretch. Raise your hands up and tilt over to your left. Again, no weight in your left palm, using your core here. And breathe. Really breathe deeply into your belly here, feeling that stability, that energy of confidence in your belly. One more breath. Slowly make your way, right fingertips onto the ground, reaching your left toes up. Engage your core here. Reach your left fingertips towards your left toes and then away. And then towards and away and towards. Two more. Lower your left toes, create that arch in your left side this time, and breathe. Again, engaging your core here, pushing your hips forward just a little bit. Place your left hand on the ground, pivot on your right knee into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes under, hips high into the sky. We're going to go through that flow a little bit quicker this time. Right toes up and into the sky. Inhale, really pushing your left calf, your left heel into the ground, and then bend your right knee, 3 circles in, 3 circles out. Draw a line through center with your right knee. Step forward, high lunge. Inhale, raise your hands high. Take opposite elbows, tilt to the right and to the left. And the right. And left. One more. Back to center, reach forward with your heart, back with your fingertips, and then draw a line, reach your fingertips forward. And back, pull your right hip back, left hip forward, like you're sewing your inner thighs together. Reach your hands forward, all your weight coming into your right foot for just a moment. Maybe holding onto the wall, a chair, or your bed. Reach back with your fingers, bend your right knee, bend your left. Slowly into your low lunge. Again, using your core, your quads, and your glutes to hold yourself in this low lunge. And then take hold of the opposite elbows, twisting into your right side. Back to center. You're going to just shift back onto your knees, tabletop position. We're gonna do some waves with our spine. So your hips, your butt pops out, then your lower back comes up towards the sun, your middle back, center back, and finally your cervical. And again, kind of like you're creating waves with your spine. And include your neck here too. Once that wave reaches your neck, tuck it in and out. One more. Beautiful. Tuck your toes under, downward dog. Left toes up and into the sun, pushing your right heel down. Bend your left knee, draw 3 circles in, 3 circles out. Draw a line through center, step forward, high lunge, left hip back, right hip forward. Inhale, raise your hands. Take opposite elbows, tilt over to the left and to the right. Back to center, reach your heart forward, fingertips back, and reach your fingertips forward. Glide your fingertips along that water, that energy below you. Creating a little bit of chaos, but in this chaos, you find your balance. As you reach your hands forward or back, really wherever you want, all your weight into your left foot, warrior 3 on your left side. Inhale. Exhale, bend your left knee, bend your right. Low lunge, left hip back, right hip forward. This time I want you to clasp your hands behind your back and then look over into your left side. Remember, try and keep your muscles engaged here so you don't push too deeply into your right psoas. Beautiful. Slowly come back to center. Shins meet one another. And you're going to come to the center of your mat. Place your hands in front of you. Walk your knees out just a touch and then sit back onto your ankles. Reach your hands up and into the sun. Tuck your pelvis under. Place your right hand down and just gently tilt over to the left. Maybe even open your heart a touch more, placing your left palm behind your head. And you might feel this in your shoulder as well. Now use your core, tuck your chin in, draw a circle through center. Left hand on the ground, right hand behind your head, and open. Draw that circle back through center, and open. And through center. And then sit on your heels. Walk your hands forward, sitting in between your knees. Child's pose. Tuck your chin into your chest. Guide yourself to sit. Raise your hands up and into the sun, lowering out that warmth, that courage, that compassion that tends to go stale or frozen in the winter months. Inhale. Bring it down just like sparkles from the sun, the light particles that you feel. Slide your hands forward. Ripple your spine into an upward facing dog. Inhale, look up, roll your shoulders back and down your back. Engage your glutes, tuck your chin in, and ripple back. Child's pose. Ripple forward. Upward dog. And back. Child's. 2 more at your own pace. We're going to meet in an upward facing dog or a cobra, coming onto your forearms. And just rock from side to side, gently inviting some movement here. Kind of like you're scrubbing out, gently scrubbing out some tension, some sort of emotional dirt. And then come to lie on your belly. Place your hands behind your head. Engage your glutes. Press the top of your feet into the ground. We're not raising them above. And then you're going to guide your chest off of the mat using the strength of your back. Slowly guide your chest back down. Touch your nose to the mat. And back up. Pull up through your belly rather than pushing with your belly as well. We're going to do 5 at your own pace. Place your hands framing your chest. Ripple your spine back. Child's pose. Inhale and exhale. Slowly come back to center. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. Pressing your fingertips into the mat, you're going to slide your shoulder blades toward your ears. Almost like you're trying to do a handstand, what you might imagine a handstand would feel like. And then slowly slide your shoulder blades down your back so your ears come closer to your elbow creases. All right, now push. Sliding your shoulder blades closer to your ears. And slide them down your back. One more time. Beautiful. Meet in a normal downward dog, which is a mix between your ears coming down to your shoulder creases and the pushing away. I like to fully extend and keep my shoulder blades quite close to my ears in my downward dog just to feel that extension. You're going to ripple forward, plank position. And ripple back. And forward. Engage your core, one more. And forward. In your plank, you're going to take your right knee towards your right elbow, lower it, and then slide your left toes out to the side, keeping them tucked. Keep your left hand on the mat. Inhale, raise your right arm up and into the sun. Hand behind your head, and then twist back to center. And open. And back. One more, open. And back, all your weight comes onto your right ankle, and just come to sit on your glutes. I'll twist so you can see me. Raise your hands up and into the sun. Exhale, tilt over to the left. Again, in the same concept as our other side bend, you are keeping your core engaged. Little weight is in your left hand. Exhale, slowly guide yourself up, hands on the outside of your right hip. Pivot into your plank position. Ripple back, downward dog. And forward. And back. Forward. Last back. Forward. Left knee comes and draws a circle to your left, a circle aligned to your left elbow, and then lower your left shin onto the ground. Slide your right out, and again, keep your toe tucked. Right hand on the inside, left hand behind your head, open and twist into your left side. Inhale, exhale back to center. Inhale, open. Just some gentle twisting, some gentle stretching, but you will feel it all throughout. 2 more at your own pace. Back to center. All your weight goes into your left hip, and again, you're just sitting on down with your left ankle on the inside of your left. Raise your hands up. Exhale, tilt over to your right side. Hand behind your head. Little weight in your right arm, little pressure. And breathe. Feel free to explore here. If just tilting sideways, you don't really feel much, you can reach, twisting a bit more, looking down towards your knee. Exhale, slowly guide yourself back up. And you're just going to bring your right in towards your left. Raise your hands up and into the sun. And exhale, reach forward with your hands. Maybe just placing your elbows on the ground here. And I like the stretch because some may feel it a lot, some may not feel it at all, but it invites this sort of mobility into our hips. I want you to rock from side to side. Imagine that you're sweeping out cobwebs from a room. This is kind of the action I want you to imagine is going on in your hips. Slowly slide up to sit. Place the bottoms of your feet together. And now here you're gonna gently place your hands on top of your knees. And just, again, rock from side to side. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can stay here, or if your knees are feeling a little bit funky, straighten your knees out. If you want a deeper hip stretch than this for the next couple of breaths, you're going to take your right ankle on top of your left knee in a log pose. So start again with your feet together, work up towards this, and breathe. We're going to take 3 deep breaths here. Now your breath is agitating those cobwebs rather than the broom that we were using before. Sit tall, tuck your pelvis in. And then slowly blink your eyes open if they were closed. Slide your right leg out, and then just slide your left feet up. If you're not doing this, again, just keep your legs, your bottoms of your feet together, or straighten your knees out. 3 deep breaths. Blink your eyes open if they were closed. Just look around the room for a moment, maybe even placing your hands in front of your eyes, just to give your eyes a bit of a break as you spin your eyes in a circle, one way and the other. Maybe draw lines up from the sun, down towards the soil. Then close your eyes, raise your hands up towards the sun. Exhale, hands towards your sides, placing your hands on your left into your tabletop position. Tuck your toes under, downward facing dog. There are 2 options here. You can stay for 3 breaths in this position, downward facing dog, or your child's pose, if you're not feeling like being on your hands anymore. Or you could come to your headstand. So you're going to place your forearms on the ground, tuck your pinky under, clasp your hands, place your back of your head in the center of your clasped palms, and then guide your toes up with the strength of your core. If you're not quite here yet, use a wall or a person to assist, which is always best. Or again, just stay in your downward dog. once you're finished, you're ready to settle down, slowly guide yourself into a child's pose. You can stay in your child's pose or guide yourself up to sit. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out of your mouth. Feel the movement in your body. What has been swept up? What did you agitate and cause to move and get out of spaces that should no longer be? Continue to invite this healing movement, this healing agitation of those cobwebs, those emotional cobwebs, those spiritual cobwebs, all throughout your body, whether that's through movement or through breath. You can do this throughout the day when you're feeling stressed. You just breathe into these areas that feel low in energy or that need to be just cleared out. There's something strong and powerful and unpredictable like wind. Thank your body for moving today, for inviting this healing movement and this healing wind, this healing energy. And I thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you like flows like this, please let me know in the comments. Please share this with others so I know you want me to make more videos and so we can reach some more people and so we can help some more people. And like this so I know that you enjoyed it. If you want any flows like this, please let me know in the comments and I will see you soon. Bye.